Okay, let's look at the solution of this paper. For question number 1, find the HCF of 2 to the power 5 times 3 squared and 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 4 times 5 times 7. HCF means highest common factor, 最大公因數. Okay, so how do we find this? First of all, we need to find a factor which both of numbers have, so that's 2 and 3. And we look at the power of each number. For the first number, it has 2 to the power 5, and the second number, it has 2 to the power 3. So we take the lowest power. So here there's 2 to the power 3. Similarly, for 3, the first one is 3 to the power 2. The second one is 3 to the power 4. We need to take the lowest power, so 3 squared. Therefore, the answer is A. So let's move to question number 2. Which of the following is a pair of like terms? Okay, like term means the all variables and the corresponding power are equal. Okay, not just the variables equal, and also their corresponding power should be equal. Okay, the first one, A, x squared y cubed and x cubed y squared. You can see that they both have x and both have y. Also, their total degree is 5, but they are not the like terms because one of them is x squared and other one is x cubed. So their corresponding power are not equal. So A is not the answer. B, negative 3a squared times b and 4ba squared. Okay, both of them have a and both of them are a squared and both of them has b to the power 1. So B is the answer. They are like terms. Okay, you may also look at C and D, okay, for your revision. Negative 5a and negative 5b. Of course, their coefficients are the same. Their coefficients are both negative 5, but one of them with the variable a and other one with the variable b, so they are not like terms. Option D, one of them is negative 7 and other one is negative 7k. One of them is a constant term, no variable. Okay, and other one is a terms negative 7k, so D is not the answer. Final answer, B. Go to question number 3. It is given that S equals V squared minus U squared over 2A. A is negative 1, V is 2, U is 3. So find S. You directly substitute those numbers inside the variables. V, that is 2. Remember to give bracket to it, okay? U is 3, A is negative 1. So you need to simplify this. You handle square first, okay? Simplify the bracket first. 2 squared, that means 2 times 2. Alright, so that is 4. And here, 3 squared means 3 times 3, that's 9. 2 bracket negative 1, that means 2 times negative 1, so that's negative 2. So as that is 4 minus 9, that is negative 5, and then over negative 2. Negative number divided by a negative number, it changes back to the positive number. So answer is D. Question number 4. Represent the word phrase. Subtract x from y. Okay, that means y will be in front of x. Subtracted from y, and then divided by the difference by m. Okay, you need to work this one first. Subtracted x from y, that means y put in front of it and then x put behind, and then divide the result, okay, the difference by m. So the answer would be C. And then let's go to next question. Okay, for question number 5, the general term of a sequence is 2 bracket n plus 1. Now, general term means when you give me the position of the terms, then I will tell you the corresponding value. Okay. For example, when you give me n equals 1, then I will tell you the first term will be 2 times 1 plus 1, that is 4. Okay. That means the first term means n becomes 1. How about the second term? That means when n equals 2, then I can find the second term. That's 6. You can see that it's changed this one. Okay, the value of the number of the terms, it just depends on this n. You tell me the position of the term, then I can give you the corresponding value. Okay, so when n equals 3, the third term will be 2 times 3 plus 1, that's 8. Okay, one more. When n equals 4, fourth term will be 2 bracket 4 plus 1, that is 10. The sum, that means you need to add them up, of the first 4 terms. Term 1, or the first term, the second term, the third term, and the fourth term. You add all these together, then you will get that is 28. So the answer is C. So go to question number 6. What is the 7th term of this sequence? Okay, let's investigate this sequence. First one is 3, the second term is 4, the third term is 6, the fourth term is 9, and then 13. Oh, you can see that 3, 4, you need to add 1. When 4 goes to 6, you need to add 2. From 6 to 9, you need to add 3. From 9 to 13, you need to add 4. So try to guess what number you should add here. Just look at the previous pattern. That should add 5. So that's 18, the 6th term. So how about the next one? You look at the previous pattern, then you need to add 6. 18 plus 6, 24. So that is the 7th term. And therefore, the answer would be B. Go to question number 7. If B% of 60 is 300, find B. 60 times B%, that is 300. So how do we tackle this? 60 times B over 100, that's 300. You can regard this one as a 1 over 100. So 60 B equals to 300 and then add to 0, okay? Because you multiply 100 on the other side. So B would equal to 30,000 divided by 60, that is 500. And therefore the answer is D. So go to question number 8. Which of the following are obtuse-angled triangle? This word obtuse angle means an angle larger than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So you need to find the triangles. One of the angle is larger than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So you can see that this one, the first triangle. So for the second triangle, it has one right angle already. Suppose one of the angle is x and other one would be 90 degree minus x. So both of the angle must be acute angle, must be less than 90 degree. So 2 is not the answer. Alright, and you can see that in option A, B, C, D, if 2 is not the answer, then you can just cross them out. A, C, D are not the answer. So the answer is B for boy. Okay. Okay, by the way, this one, all angles are equal. We call it as equilateral triangle. Okay. Equilateral means three sides equal. Three sides equal. Okay. Some of you may say this is an equiangular triangle. But usually we call such angle as an equilateral triangle more than equiangular triangle. Option 4 of course correct because there's a 120 degree which is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. So go to question number 9. Which of the following solid has 8 vertices and 12 edges? Vertices, that means, okay, the corner, you may regard as corner. Okay, so you just count number of corner here. Part A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 corner. So A is not the answer. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 corner. So B is not the answer. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 corner. It may be the answer because you need to check is it have 12 edges. D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 corner. So D is not the answer. You will find that the only option left is C. But okay, let's talk something more. Edges means side. You can regard as just count number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you have 12 sides in the option C. C is really the answer. Okay, go to question number 10. The distance between A and B is, okay, try to investigate these 2 points. Point A is negative 5, 4. You look at this one first. Negative 5 means you are starting from the origin, go to the left hand side 5 units. Okay? Because it's negative, so go to the left. And this is positive, so go upward. Therefore, point A, that is negative 5, 4, something like this. And here, that is the horizontal distance, 5, and the vertical distance, 4. Alright. Now, go to part B, point B. Negative 3, 4. That means starting from the origin, you move to left hand side 3 units and then go up 4. So that's point B, negative 3, 4. And here, that is 3 units. So, what is the distance between A and B? That is the blue line 5 minus the red line 3. Therefore, the distance between A and B, that is 5 minus 3, that is 2. So the answer is A. And you can see that their y coordinates are equal. That means A, B are parallel to x-axis. It's a horizontal line parallel to x-axis. Okay, so let's finish the MC questions and then let's move to the short question. For question number 1, calculate these expressions. Okay, you should follow some rules. That is, you should perform the multiplication and division from left to the right, and hence perform the addition and subtraction later. But one of the very important priority is you need to simplify something inside the small brackets. You need to simplify something inside the small brackets at the very beginning. So let's copy the original question. And then the next step you should do is keep this square bracket. You need to simplify something inside the small bracket. So here is 2 minus, and here that is plus 4 times 2, and then divide by 10. So next step you should do is you are performing the multiplication and then division from left to the right. 2 times 2, that is 4. You can do it in your mind, and then divided by 2, you can directly get 2. Minus, do not perform the addition first. You need to perform multiplication first. So that is 2 plus 8. And then divided by 10. Next, there's 2 here. Do not perform the subtraction. You need to do the division first, because that is minus 10 divided by 10. So you keep this one too, don't move. Okay, so negative 10 divided by 10, that is negative 1. So you write down negative 1 here, and finally 2 minus 1, you get positive 1. So that is your answer for question number 1. Alright? So to question number 2, you need to calculate these expressions. Negative 9 multiplied to negative 7 over 18 divided by negative 21 over 4. And what you can do is, you can do the cancellation first, because there's a multiplication and division. You can work from left hand side to right hand side. So when a negative number multiplied with the negative number, it goes back to positive. 9 over 18. Now 9, it can be regarded as negative 9 over 1. So it is in the numerator actually, okay? Then 18 in the denominator. So you can cancel 9 and 18. There's left 2 in the denominator and keep 7 here. Okay? And then write down negative 21 over 4. And next step, positive 7 over 2. You can just write down 7 over 2, because as the first number in this expression, you can just omit this positive sign. Okay? It's okay. But if it is negative, you must write this. Okay? However, in this time it's positive, so just don't write this, it's fine. When you are working with the division of a fraction, you can change it back to multiplication, but interchange. Negative 4, 21. Okay? You need to interchange the numerator and denominator. Also, the negative sign you put in the numerator, denominator, or in the middle is also okay. That means, okay, some of you may put in this way, or they put in the denominator, or even they put in the middle. All these are correct. Now, do the cancellation of the factor. 3 in the denominator, because 7 over 21, that's 3 left in the denominator. 2 and then negative 4. So negative 2 left in the numerator, because negative 4 divided by 2, that is negative 2. So this is the final answer. Okay, again, you can put negative sign in the numerator, denominator, or in the middle, but you need to write it very clearly. Okay, do not link the negative sign to this fraction line. Okay, you must show the very clearly separation. Okay, so go to question number 3, and that is the equation you need to solve. So how do we start? First one, you can see that there is a number 1 and 4 here. So usually we could take this positive 1, transpose to another side, become minus, okay, or negative 1. So what I write will be like this. Y over 4 equals 3 minus 5y over 6. That's what I would do. Okay, and the second step I will present is, because look at this 3 actually that is equals to 3 over 1, right? So when I change the denominator become 6, I can change to 18 over 6. Therefore I will do something like this. 18 minus 5y in the numerator and 6 in the denominator. That's what I would do. And left hand side also keep it y over 4. And next step I would do is trying to do a skill called cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. What's that? In Chinese means 交叉相乘. What is the skill is talking about? When there are only one fraction on the left and one fraction on the right, then you can give the bracket to the numerator. Of course, in the denominator, if there are more than one term, and then fix the numerator, don't move. Denominator going cross to the opposite direction. So 6 times y will equals 4 times 18 minus 5y. So that's a very good method to remove the fraction in the equation. And now 6y equals this one, 4 times 18, then you can get that is 72, and then minus 20y. Remember, 4 should multiply inside to both 18 and negative 5. Okay? For this negative 20y, move to another side, become positive 20. So total 26y equals 72. Both sides divided by 26, that is y equal to 72 over 26. But don't forget, you need to cancel the common factor to get the final answer. So y, that is 36 over 13. Okay, that's the first method to handle this question. How about the second method? Okay, as you can see, as the first step, I also will move this number, positive 1, to another side, become negative 1. Okay, that's the first step I will do. It's fixed, I will say. And the next step I will try to do is, I will find the LCM of 4 and 6. That is 12. Okay, so every terms, that means the left hand side of the equation I multiply it by 12. Right hand side of the equation I also multiply it by 12. Why? Because I can cancel the denominator at one step. So 12 divided by 4, that's 3. 3y here equals 12 multiplied 3, 36. And then 12 divided by 6, that is 2. So 2 times 5, 10. That's the next step you can simplify. and you can move this negative 10y to another side, become positive 10y. So 13y equals 36. And final answer, that is 36 over 13. That's the second method you can try. By doing the multiplying the LCM of the denominators, you can compare these two methods. Okay. So go to question number 4. Elsa has X $100 notes and Y $20 notes. Write down the formula for the total value of her notes. Okay. Suppose X is 1, then it will have $100, right? Suppose X is 2, then it will have 200, right? So that means the number of $100 note and the value is just doing the simple multiplication. You can do something more. If she has 3 $100 notes, then she will have $300, right? So at least if she had X $100 notes, the value will be 100X at the beginning. But don't forget, she also has Y $20 notes. You can try to substitute some number to fill the number, okay? To fill the change of the number. Suppose she have one $20 note, then it occupies $20. If she have two $20 notes, she will have 40. If she have three $20 notes, then she will have $60. That means you just use this number multiplied by 20, so 20y. Alright? And that means, okay, you can add them together, total value, keyword total. Write down the formula. That means you are not solving the equation, okay? You are just need to write down something. V equals this one. That is the formula you have. And B, Elsa used up all her notes, all, nothing's left, to buy a coat with cost $1,340. If she has 7 $100 notes, how many $20 notes does she have? Okay, you can see that. Just compare these two, okay? Same. That means X becomes 7. Alright? How many $20 notes does she have? That means they are asking you what is Y. The keyword is all. That means the total value V would be 1340. And she has 7 $100 notes. That means X equals 7. You can put it in. And they just want to know what is Y. So solve this. 1,340 minus 700, that is 640. When you are doing some cancellation, okay, first of all, cancel the 0 first, then 64 equals 2y. So y equals 64 divided by 2, 32. Okay. Answering statement. You must have answering statement. Don't just find y. In mathematically, you are finding y, but in this word problem, you need to state how many $20 notes. She has 32 $20 notes. You must have this one. Okay? And then move to question number 5. The figure shows a right prism and A find the volume of the right prism. This one. So the volume will be the base multiplied to the height. Okay, the base area multiplied to the height. But the key point is, what is the base area? The base area means the cross-section area. Okay, cross-section area. So it's not something bottom, it's this one. Therefore, A, the volume, that will be 4 times 10 and then times 8. Bracket cm cube. Okay, so the final answer is 320 cm cube. and go to part B, find the total surface area. You need to count how many faces are there. For the cross section, 1, 2, 2. And for the lateral surface, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Total is 6. If you want to find the base area, so that will be 4 times 10 times 2, because you have two bases, the one in front of you and the one behind you, okay? That's 4 times 10 is the base area. Plus, how about the lateral surface area? When you remove this, okay, just take it out as a plain rectangular paper, you are just like finding the area of this big rectangle, okay? So it will be 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5, okay, times 8. How does it come out? It's just like when you put a scissors, okay, cut it and then unfold it. You will find something like this: 5, 10, 5, 10. It's just like a rectangle. Okay, that's 8. That is the lateral surface area. It's a rectangle. So when you need to calculate the total surface area, then you need to calculate the base area times 2 and this lateral surface area. Okay? So the answer you will get is 320. Now, originally there's no unit here, right? So you need to have answering statement. Therefore, the total surface area is 320 centimeter square. So that's it. The question number 5. For question number 6, okay, Chris' expenditure on the internet connection charge was $200 in February, and it is decreased to 180 in March. Find the percentage decrease. Quite simple. Originally 200, then it moved to 180, right? I don't know what is the percentage decrease, okay? So you can do in two ways. First way is the original method, the percentage change formula, that is the new value 1x0 minus original value divided by original value times 100%. Then you will get negative 10%, okay? As you can see, it's cheaper than the original price, so the percentage change is negative 10%. So you need to answer the percentage decrease. Why you know that is decrease? Because there is a negative number, okay? Decrease is 10%, okay? When you find the negative number, that is decrease, okay? Do not answer the percentage change is negative 10. No, the percentage decrease is 10%. Just take the number, okay? That is the first method to do it. Second method, using the concept of equation, okay? Original number is 200. Now it changed to 1x0, okay? So you know there's a percentage decrease, so it must be 1 minus something d%, okay? How do we find d? So 1 minus d%, that is 180 divided by 200, that is 9/10. And d minus d%, that is negative 1/10. And d over d%, that is 1/10. So d over 100, that is 1/10, and you can get d is 10. Alright? you can still solve D is 10. Therefore, percentage decrease is 10%. You can also use the concept of equation to tackle this, okay? There are two methods, then you can choose which one you find that is comfortable to solve this problem. And that's the end of question number 6. So let's move to question number 7. The mark price of a bracelet is 3,500. It is sold at a discount of 20%. In Chinese means 8折. The seller still make a profit of 25%. Part A, find the selling price. When you look at the question about the profit and loss, then you need to consider something like CMS model: cost price, mark price, and selling price. Okay, now the mark price is 3,500 and mark the discounts of 20%. That means in Chinese 8折, we use multiply 0.8. Then you can find the selling price. Okay, but even though you sell it at a discount of 20%, you still gain 25%. That means from C, multiply 1.25, then you will get S. So the sequence is you can find S first and then find C. A. The selling price multiply to 0.8, that's, or you can write down 1 minus 20%, just up to you. Okay, then you need to simplify this, times 8 over 10, cancel, 3350 times 8, that is 2800. Okay, don't forget, always have answering statement, always. Therefore, selling price is 2,800. And part B, as you know that the cost price multiplied to the 1.25 will be equal to selling price. You find the selling price is 2,800, right? So you need to set the unknown C. Let C be the cost. Some of you may have the misunderstanding, think that, okay, can I use 2800 times 1 minus 25% to go back C? No, you cannot do it. You always starting from the original value. Always starting from the original value. So we use the cost price C times 1.25 equals to 2800. Alright, so but the problem is how to find C. You can change it in this way. If you can change it into fraction, it will be more easy to tackle. When the number is end with the decimal 0.25, that means it can be changed to something over 4. As you know, 0.25, that is 1 over 4. So 1.25, that is 1 over 4 plus 1, that is 5 over 4 actually. So this one is 5 over 4. Alright, so 5 times C, that is 2800 times 4. Okay, 11,200. And both sides divided by 5, then that is 2,240. Therefore, the cost is $2,240. You must have the answering statement. If you need to set up the equation, you always need to tell the markers very clearly what is the variable mean. What is the variable mean? And then solve the equation and then write down the answering statement to echo the question. Okay, so go to question number 8. Okay, Mr. Lam sold a car at the loss of 25%. If the loss is 18,000, find the cost price. Okay, so even though it does not have the mark price, it just have the cost price and the selling price. So we just have the simple CS model. Okay, a car sold at the profit loss of 25%, then it will have the selling price. Okay, so originally you will have C times 0.75 equals S, but the key point is the loss is 1800. So you know that the selling price minus the cost, the cost minus the selling price will be 1800. Okay, so that means when you just look at this one, that is the loss. So C minus C times 0.75, that is 1800. Alright, therefore you can let C be the cost again. The cost minus the selling price will be the loss, 18,000. Okay, so how do we simplify this? There's a hidden one here. 1C minus 0.75C, they are like terms, so you can simplify it as 0.25 times C. That's 1800. And if the decimal is end with 0.25, that means it is something divided by 4. So 0.25, actually that's 1/4. So you can find C, that is 18,000 times 4. That is the answer like this, 72,000. So write down the final statement. The cost is $72,000. Okay. So that's the end of this question number 8. And question number 9. That is a plain John problem related to the parallel lines. In the figure, you need to find unknown y. BC is parallel to EF. ABD is a straight line. So how do we start with? Okay, there are several methods to do this. Okay, one of the key point is, first one, you can find this one is 40 degrees. Okay, step 1. And second one is, how do we use these parallel lines? Now, if we add a parallel line like this, I call this point as G. Of course, you need to add the arrow. You can always add a parallel line, okay? It's just up to you, right? You will not draw the line like this, right? You must add a parallel line to help you. So try to think. This angle would equal to 40, right? And the bottom angle here also equal to this angle, 40. So you add them up, y equals to 80. Now, if you are working with MC, then you just circle the answer, okay, y equals 80 degrees. But you are working with the short question, you need to write down the step one by one in the correct order. So you can mark some numbers to help you. Which angle you find first? This one, that's 1. What action you do next? This one, the second action. There's a third action you do, find this one. And there's a fourth action you do. Finally, you add them together to find y. You just follow the order. Okay, just follow the order. So, angle CBD plus 140 degrees equals 180 degrees. Reason, adjacent angles on straight line. Now in lower form, you always write down the reason when you are working with the plain John problem, okay? But in the HKTSE, if you are finding the angles, okay, you may skip this reason. But in the lower form, you always have these reasons. You must always write down these reasons, okay? So first step, you find angle CBD, that is 40 degrees. Second step you do is add this one, right? Draw GD, this line, parallel to BC. The second action. So you write down in the next line. The third action, you find this angle. Angle BDG equals, now you cannot just write down 40 because there are so many 40 degrees here. You need to call the name of the angle. You need to call the name of the angle. Angle BDG equals angle CBD equals 40 degrees. Reason, alternate angle, that's a Z shape, okay? Z shape. Alternate angles, comma, BC parallel GD. Therefore, angle BDG equals 40 degrees. There's a third, okay? There's a third action. And the fourth action, this one. Angle GDE equals angle DEF equals 40 degrees again. Reason, alternate angles. Now, in this case, that is EF parallel GD. So, angle GDE equals 40 degrees. Now, final action, you find Y, right? So, these two 40, add them together. Y equals 40 degrees plus 40 degrees, that is 80 degrees. Don't miss the unit, okay? Y is degree. And let's go to question number 10. In the figure, EF intersect A, B, and CD at point G and H respectively, okay? That means all these are straight lines. Find X. Some of you may have the query, can I use AB parallel to CD? No. No. Because the question didn't tell you that AB is parallel to CD or not. In part B, they want you to determine whether AB parallel to CD. You can transfer this question like this. Is AB parallel to CD? Question mark. Okay? They're just asking you something like this. Are they parallel? So if they have the query like this, that means in part A, you cannot assume they are parallel. That means you cannot use something interior angle, something like this. You need to find X by other way. Luckily, you know that FHGE is a straight line, so when you add all adjacent angles, it is equal to 180 degrees. So you just add them up. Add these two angles up, that is 180 degrees. Reason, okay, I do not have enough space here. I just write in here, adjacent angles on straight line. So, x plus 3x, 4x, negative 6 plus 18, positive 12 degree. 4x equals to 168 degrees and x equals to 42 degrees. Alright. So in part B, if you want to prove them whether they are parallel or not, so you have, I would say, mainly two methods to do this. First one, you can check the sum of these two interior angles equals 180 degrees or not. If yes, then they are parallel. If not, then they are not parallel. That is method 1. Check angle AGH plus angle CHG. AGH, that is 42 degrees minus 6 degrees plus 144 degrees. And you can easily check that is 36 degrees plus 144 degrees. That is 180 degrees. Luckily, therefore, AB is parallel to CD. Reason is right at the end, interior angles supplementary, that is talking about in mathematics, the sum of two numbers equals to 180, or the sum of two angles equal to 180 degrees. Method 2. You can also check their corresponding angle to see that whether they are equal. Angle AGE equals 3 times 42 degrees plus 18 degrees. And luckily you find that is 144 degrees. So angle AGE equals angle CHG. And hence AB parallel to CD. Reason, because the corresponding angles are equal. Okay, there's two methods to prove two straight lines are parallel. So that's the end of question number 10. Let's move to question number 11. Okay, in the figure, it is a right prism with the base trapezium. Show that the uniform cross-section area is this one. So if this one is x, this one is also x. Okay, so you can do in this way. The area equals to the top x plus the baseline x plus x, and then multiply the height of this trapezium 6 over 2. Then try to simplify this. This area x 2 x plus x 6 2. You can cancel the common factor, become 3 here. So area that will become 6x plus 24. That's it, okay? Because you can see that when 3 multiplied by 2, that's 6. 3 multiplied by 8, that is 24. That's it. And B, suppose the total surface area, remember, not the uniform cross-section, the total surface area, okay, is 736. Find x. Suppose we have the area 6x plus 24 is the base area, but in the prism you always have two bases, okay, one in front of you, the second one behind you, okay, so multiply by 2, that is the base area, but you need to also add the lateral surface area. So how to count? Suppose you have the scissors to cut it and then unfold it, you'll find something like this. There's x, and the next one will be 10. Next one will be x plus x, and then next one will be 6. Okay, and the height 10, this one. Okay, so the lateral surface area actually is the area of this big rectangle. So x plus 10 plus x plus x plus 6 times 10, that's the lateral surface area. When you add this all together, they will become 736. So let's see how to simplify this. 2 times 6, 12. 2 times 24, 48. For this 10, you put in front of it first. Simplify something inside. 10 plus x plus 16, 24. X plus x, 2x, equals 736. Now, remove the bracket now. 12x plus 48 plus 240 plus 20x equals 736. For some terms with x, you add them together, they are like terms. It is 32x. And for those numbers without x, you just put them into another side. 736 minus 48 and then minus 240. You get 448. So both sides divided by x is 14. So that's your answer. Okay. The key point is how to find the lateral surface area. Always consider that the scissors cut along the line and then unfold it. Okay. So that's the end of question number 11. And go to question number 12. Figure A shows a glass cuboid with some water inside. The cuboid is then put to stand on its smallest face. Okay, then you need to think which face would be the smallest. Part A, find the volume of the cuboid. Quite straightforward. The base area 30 times 15 times height of water 8 bracket cm cube. So answer 3600 cm cube. B, you need to rethink which base would be the smallest. Okay, 30 times 15, 20 times 15, or 30 times 20. So you can see the number 20 times 15 would be the smallest number. Okay, just write down like this. Then you can set up the equation. The base area 20 times 15 times h will be 3600. Then you can multiply this one. 300 times h equals 3600. Both sides cancel. 100. 3h equals 36. So h equals 12. And that is your answer. That is the end of question number 12. So go to question number 13. Write down the coordinate of image. Okay, if 3, 4 is translated 3 units up, this is controlling the y coordinate. So this one should add 3. And then translate 1 unit to the left. This is controlling the x coordinate. Move 1 to the left, that means -1. So the final answer will be 2, 7. Okay. Point B. Q is reflected in the x-axis. In the x-axis, that means up, down, reflected. So when it is up, down, reflected, then the -2 will become +2. Okay, that's the first action. And then the second action, translate, that means move. Okay, 10 units down. So +2 minus 10. So you will see that in this action, x coordinate no change, just 4. And y coordinates +2 minus 10, -8. Okay. And R is translated 2 units to the right. First action is moving the x in the horizontal direction. So it's add 2 here. So you will see that arrow becomes from -2 to -6 is something like 0, -6. Okay, that's the first action. It didn't finish. Okay, and then second action, rotate to 180 degrees about the origin. So try to draw the graph. Okay, arrow prime 0, -6, rotated through 180 degree. So it moved back to positive. Okay, sorry, I draw it wrong. 0, -6 here. Rotate it 180 degree. So 0, +6. The answer is this one. It's a good way to draw the graph in the rough worksheet. Okay. And that's the end of question number 13. So question number 14. In the figure, these two are straight line. Find x, y, and z. They're quite straightforward. Okay, you can see that y equals 44 degree because vertically opposite angles, and x plus 44 degree equals to 180 degree. Reason, adjacent angles on straight line, so x can be obtained is 136 degree. When you find one of these, okay, just write it down. 44, 136, and z equals x because vertically opposite angle again. So z equals to 136 degree. So that's the end of this question. That is quite straightforward. Okay. And question number 15. The straight lines AB and CD intersect at E. Find x. First of all, we can find this angle. Step 1. Okay. Angle ECA plus 322 degree equals 360 degree. Angles at a point. So you can find angle ECA, that is 38 degree. You mark it down here, 38 degree. Second, you can find this one, angle AEC. Angle AEC also equals to 4x minus 5 degree, okay? Why? There's vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. You write down 4x minus 5 degree here. So look at this big triangle. The sum of these three angles will be 1x0 degree, okay? So 38 degree plus bracket 4x minus 5 degree, that's one angle, okay? Plus bracket x plus 22 degree equals 1x0 degree. The reasons, write it behind. Angle sum of triangle. So solve this equation now. 4x plus 1x, 5x. 38 degree minus 5 degree, 33 degree, plus 22 degree, that's plus 55 degree, equal 180 degree. So 5x equal to 125 degree, and finally x equals to 25 degree. That you can get. And if you have no problem, then move to lesson question number 16. Refer to this figure, show that these two triangles are congruent and give reason. As you can see that they give you the congruent triangles, they must pair the angle and length by for you already. That means angle B equals angle D, but you do not have any direct reason to link them up, so we will just leave it alone first. How about BEC? Is it equals to angle DCE? Yes, you can see that these are alternate angles. BE parallel CD. You can use this. And next, angle C, is it equals to angle E? I mean BCE. Is it equal to DEC? Okay, we do not have any obvious reason to say these two are equal, so we just leave it alone first. And next, check the length. The order of the letters are very important. BE, letter 1, letter 2, match with DC. Okay, they are equal. These two marks means they are in the same length. The question told you that. Very good. And next, EC, letter 2, letter 3, equal to CE, letter 2, letter 3. Look at this one. Okay, yes, of course they are equal. Okay, because actually they are the common line. So you can see that actually these two triangles really congruent. Two lines equal and the included angles are equal. So you can draw something like this. in these two triangles BEC, comma, triangle DCE. First one, angle BEC equals angle ECD. Because they are alternate angles, BE parallel to CD. And next, BE equals to DC, given the question given to you, okay? And the third one, EC equals to CE. They are the common line. COMMON, common line. Therefore, you can conclude triangle BEC is congruent to triangle DCE. Reason SAS. That's it. And finally, go to this one. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DFE. It is given to you. The question told you that they are similar. You need to find A and B. So for the small letter A is angle C. So it should refer to the angle E in another triangle. So simple. Small letter A equals 35 degrees. Reason, corresponding angles of similar triangle. Okay. Next, you need to find B. B is on the length EF. So it matches BC. But they are not exactly equal because in the similar figures, the length ratio are equal. Length ratio are equal. So you need to think if AC should match with DE, that means 24/16 is the length ratio. And next, BC should match with FE. Therefore, 30/B is another length ratio. And these two ratios are the same. So you can solve this equation by doing the cross multiplication, and then you can find B, that is 20. So that's the end of this question, and also that's the end of this paper. Thank you.